I'm Dr. Karen Perkins, and we are live at the Amplify event here in Largo, Florida with Speaking Empire's new facility. So exciting.
Yes.
I love it here. And you know what? I have found the talented, the beautiful, the wonderful, the marvelous, and magnificent queen of branding. We've got the beautiful Miss Rachel Calderon. And I just am so excited to be here with you. Now tell me a little bit more about your company, the name of it, and what it is you do. I know branding's a big thing, but why?
Okay, well, I am the CMO of Foresight Strategies Group, and what I do there is I basically market, but my focus has been branding and PR work, because a lot of people talk about marketing, and but I've been focused more on the branding portion of it, because I find that a lot of people, it's a very saturated market, first of all, in every area. But I have found that branding you as the go-to person is extremely important for you to be able to stand out in that saturated market.
Right.
You know?
If I want to market myself and just say, okay, you know, I'm Dr. Perkins and I do ABC and XYZ, that's really not enough, and it's not enough to send out newsletters and blogs. I need to actually have something that identifies me. When people think of leadership, they think of Karen. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. Well, and what we do is we focus on a website, or well, not just focus on a website, but we have them have a website that is like a CV card, and it pretty much gives them all your credentials, almost like a resume.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is we put everything, any awards, any books that you have written, and everything that just puts you on that platform, because oftentimes people buy into you. Every dollar that they spend, they're spending on you. Once they know, like, and trust you, you're good to sell anything.
That's awesome. Now, if you were to give me one strategy that would help me with branding before I come to you guys, so I'm ready and prepared when I get there, what would that strategy be?
That strategy would be to get focus on a brand that represents who you are and what you're going to give that person. Okay.
Oftentimes people get confused about branding versus marketing, and really, isn't branding part of marketing?
It is.
Okay, so if you were to separate it and tell me what the difference is, explain to me what branding itself really is.
Branding is like a thumbprint. It identifies you as the go-to person.
Okay, well, can you give an example of someone you branded that maybe people were confused with what they did?
Yes. Well, one of my clients, what I did, she's a doctor, but she's not a medical doctor. And oftentimes when people see doctor in front of her, they're like, oh, you know, what kind of medicine do you practice?
Yeah.
So she's a business strategist, and what I did with her is I took the DR, and we put, because she's Foresight Strategies, and we know chess is a strategic a board that you strategically place to get to the other side. So we actually use chess pieces, which identifies her as a strategist.
Ah, okay.
And that was within her DR. So when you see the DR and then her name, but you'll see the chess piece. So that's how we branded her.
So visually, as soon as I see that, I know exactly who she is and what she does. And if I have to have it explained once, then after that, every time I see it, it clicks.
Correct.
And it's always, see, branding makes it so it's always there. Mm-hmm. And you see, now whenever I see a chess piece, I'm going to automatically know I need to go to her.
Correct.
I need the strategy. She's got it because you've linked that.
Yes.
Okay.
And I strategically place, you know, every single person, I identify them not only as to what they do, but it's just customized to that person. So when I brand them, I try to look at what they're doing, what makes them different in their industry, and then I pull it out. And it could be in the form of, you know, like adding something such as a chess piece, or, you know, anything that they can bring to the table to their audience so that they can stand out.
I love that.
So it's a strategic way to market them, and you won't forget them.
You know, and that's really important because, as you said earlier, the industry in every industry is so oversaturated that how do you stand out? And that's what you do, is you help them stand out.
Right.
And then they can shine in their greatness. I love that. Now, we are at the Amplify event, so I want to ask you, if you were to share with me one one takeaway you've gotten so far, what would it be?
One of my takeaways is actually the awesome people that you can network with here. I've found so many people that we can interview, that we can, you know, exchange information with. There's a lot to bring that people are bringing to the table here, and I'm already, you know, as a branding marketer, I'm already, you know, wow, you know, we can tweak this and just add this for you, you know. So yes, I think that more so is the networking.
The networking and the family that everybody is part of the family now.
I love the charisma that everyone has here. Everyone's just so friendly and loving towards one another.
Oh, yeah, they are. Well, now, you all need to be branded, and if you're going to be branded, you want to have the branding queen and her team be the ones branding you, because, I mean, let's face it, you're going to do it right. So, Rachel, how do they get in touch with you?
They can reach me at rachelcalderon.com.
Okay, so spell that.
RACHELCalderon.com.
All right. Can I make you spell it? 'Cause, you know, some of us can't spell those things so well. Well, Rachel, you have been a delight. I am so excited to see the branding going forward from this point for everybody. But thank you so much for coming and visiting with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Got to hug you.